So, Ninja Kiwi added another advanced map, Last Resort, and I think it's time that we add this black border to our advanced map collection. As you can see, I have all the other black borders for advanced maps, and I've created a strategy today that I think is going to be pretty fun. I really like the black border that I came up with here, and if we can get it past the early game, that's the caveat, if we can get it past the early game, it's pretty solid. Now, since this is an advanced map and it's not one of the more difficult advanced maps, I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a challenge, and that happened in two ways. The first way was that I want my entire defense to be on this top bar here. And the second challenge we will see while the run unfolds, but I wanted to use some unconventional towers for this black border. And I think I picked a collection that work really well together, but you don't see very often. And I'm excited to show it to you guys. All right, here in round 14, we're going to be getting one of the stars of the show, which is going to be the Spectre. We are not going to be doing Permaspike, but I'll leave it to you to guess which of the two cross paths we will be doing that isn't Permaspike. Hint, it's not that hard of a question. Now, the first of the unconventional towers that I wanted to use was the Mermonkey. Again, I'll leave it to you to decide which of the cross paths it's going to be. But if you think about it, it's not that difficult to tell which one of these we're going to be doing. There's Trident Swiftness. If you guessed top path Mermonkey, you are correct. And if you guessed middle path Spike, well, you would also be correct. Because these two towers work beautifully together. They work amazingly together. Next thing we want to be getting is Echo Sense. And there's round 21. Now 21, 22, and 23 have been fun. They've been fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. Because they have been a little inconsistent in the past. So let's see what 22 does. Let's see what we can do. Please, 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 please. Okay, there's round 22. There's round 22. 23, oh, we shall see. Here we go, round 23. Always so much fun. Just rolling the dice on these rounds every single time. No. Okay, we got it. We got it. Oh, I hate those rounds so much. Okay, 25 is also just a little bit scary. These purples can be a little worrying, but let's see what we can do. Come on, 25. Yeah, you don't suck round 25. You're pretty cool. The rounds don't get scarier than the early 20s in this run. The early 20s have been by far the biggest pains for me to get consistent in this run. Specifically because I'm doing this thing where I'm only putting my towers in the top. I think these rounds would be like rather easy. Maybe not easy, but much, much simpler if you were going for a run where you're not having these weird constraints. Now, round 31 has been consistent in the past, but I'm going to get faster production in the middle of the round, and we are going to use our level 3 here. Oh my gosh, dude. It looks really, really scary, but I actually haven't had too many problems with that round, surprisingly. Okay, round 36. Pretty difficult round here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, yeah, I love what Churchill can do against this round. It's so satisfying. It just completely melts those pink balloons. Those pink balloons are so nasty. Like, they are just horrible on so many runs. And the final piece of the puzzle in the early game, ooh, if we survive round 37, make me clench a little bit. I think 37 goes all the way around, so it's not as close as it looks, but it's still not fun to see it. But the last piece of the puzzle before the MOAB should be the MOAB Shredder Spikes. MOAB Shredder Spikes right here. Okay, and it's not technically necessary, but I do like getting this NG up to a 202, just for a little insurance. Deconstruction. It's a 202 now. Okay, here we are. Round 40. Let's press play, use Churchill level 3, and you've got to be kidding me. Let's see. We want to get Mob Shredder, this guy, you on Strong, round 40, use my ability. There you go. I mean, you can see it just disappears. It simply disappears most of the time. The curse of the recording lives. We're going to get Abyssal Warrior next, but we need to use Churchill level 3 in order to get it. And with Abyssal Warrior, this shouldn't be difficult at all. Very good. Next tower that we're getting might be a little surprising. We're actually going to get the Sexpert here. Now, the Sexpert probably isn't 100% necessary, but you know, these black borders are pretty much defined by being able to make every round as consistent as possible. We need to make all of the rounds, the next 15 rounds, as consistent as we can possibly get them. 47, I'm just going to use Churchill 3. 48 going down without an issue, but 49 here is usually a pretty scary one. Getting Lord of the Abyss actually helps quite a bit with the Spectre because it did give it a Pierce buff, so that was kind of a buff in the background. Churchill is also getting a Pierce buff, but I don't think Churchill getting a Pierce buff is as much of an issue. I mean, the 40% Pierce buff from Lord of the Abyss is certainly good on it, but it's not like the end-all be-all for Churchill. Look at what we can do to that mob. It's so satisfying. But if you didn't guess it already, the tower we're going for right now is Lord of the Abyss. It's not the best tower in the game, not a tower that you see in Chimps mode super often, but Lord of the Abyss is going to be what we're saving up for here, and looks like it's going to be fairly easy. This is a scarier round, so let's use Churchill level 3. It's scarier because it's that multiple of 4. Okay, round 54, sure, we'll use Churchill level 3, but I think we're going to be fine on that round most of the time. 56 is the next multiple of 4, so that's going to be the next straight line here. Oh my god, that was close. I didn't realize 55 was going to be so close. But hopefully we won't have to worry about it in the future, because we're going to get Lord of the Abyss right now. For 57, shouldn't be a problem. Lord of the Abyss. Very nice. And the next thing that we want to get, well, it's the bread and butter of many Chimps runs, the Relentless Glue. The next scary round that we're going to have is round, well, you guessed it, 63. I'm going to get White Hot Spikes here. I don't know if we 100% need it, but I want to get it for round 59, just in case. Churchill does have the ability to pop camo leads, but I didn't want to leave it all up to him. Let's go ahead and get a bigger globs here. And on round 60, I think we'll be fine to use this thing, and that's it. I think it should be, yeah, pretty clean. It's pretty clean. If I use Churchill level 3 there, I've never seen a big issue. The next thing that we want to get, right in here, it is going to be the Bottom Path Ice. Anyone see that one coming? With a cryo cannon, permafrost on Strong, and Cold Snap. Here we go. Round 1, or first wave. First wave is no issue at all. Why don't we go ahead and get Glue Splatter on this? Second wave is scary. And third wave, what's nice about third wave is we've saved the ability, Churchill ability, so let's use it now. And third wave is solved. That's round 63. We're still black bordered. Things are getting pretty spicy. 64 is a little scary though. Hopefully we don't die. No dying on 64. Okay, yeah, Lord of the Abyss helps a ton with those. But we really want to get Relentless here. There's Relentless. Very nice. The stun helps this strategy a lot, because the stun actually allows the balloons to stay in the radius of the Lord of the Abyss for much longer. It helps it a lot. Now we're going to want to start building the star of the show, the Sporm. Not the Sporm, but rather the Carpet of Spikes. The Carpet of Spikes is kind of the backbone of this strategy, and everything else does a really, really good job of supporting it. Lord of the Abyss and Sporm are really good together. I don't see it being used all the time, but trust me, these two are crazy together. There's Sporm, and now we've got a long, long save up. Hey, we're already 2% of the way there. Love the slowing down of the mobs that this thing does as well. That, in conjunction with the Relentless Glue, slows mobs down quite a bit. Look at how those BFBs melt. Let me tell you, that did get a little far there. Let me tell you, when this strategy starts to get on its feet, it's really, really good. It's just getting it there is a nightmare. And you can see, well, we kind of just deal with 75. I told you, this strategy goes from being like not very good to holy crap, it's dealing with very, very hard rounds. Now let's use both of the abilities here. Oh, dude, it's so close. 76, what'd I tell you, man? This round is crazy hard on this map. And we did just about die there. Luckily, until round 80, though, these rounds are basically twice as long. Okay, 78. Now, it's important that we do the correct thing on 78 here, because it's a little bit of a scary round. 78, when these ceramics come out, we want to use Churchill level 3 to really rack up some damage on them. The camo wave is very scary here, so we're going to have to use 2 abilities. The first, obviously, being Churchill 3, the second obviously being Spike Storm. But after those 2 abilities, the camo wave is dealt with very easily. Okay. 79 I have never seen issues with, so if I lose on this round, I'll be upset. But please, BFBs, just give me a bunch of money. 79 gives you so much money. But we're getting there. 20k away. We're getting there. Carpet of Spikes cannot arrive soon enough. Look at that, though. 79 was completely solved. The only thing you have to do for this round, actually, is do a Carpet of Spikes, and the rest of it should be pretty easy, if I remember correctly. Look at that. Those BFBs don't stand a chance. But what about Super Cerams? Actually, our defense is pretty good against them. But we're so close to the Carpet of Spikes. Just need to be good with our abilities, I think. Let's go ahead and use this. And 82 doesn't quite melt, but we've got the firepower there. Let's use this. Churchill level 3 again. Okay, okay. We're close to the Carpet of Spikes now. We are close to the Carpet of Spikes. We should get it, I think, on 84. Okay, 83 goes down with a Churchill ability, and I think we should be able to use that Churchill ability again next round. We can. Let's go ahead and use it early so we can pop as many of these as we can. And there's Carpet of Spikes. Okay, we have a run on our hands, folks. That power spike is immense. It's not a small power spike. It's not just buying a tier 5. It is buying a tier 5 and a half, because this thing buffs the Carpet of Spikes so heavily. Look what it does against round 85 here. It's not even close. Round 88, taken down without an issue. We only have a few more of those mod 4 rounds left, the ones that only go straight through. We have 92 and 96 and 100. So we're getting there, folks. We're definitely getting there. Round 90 DDTs, you don't even see them. I think you see them for like a frame or two. That's how good this Carpet of Spikes combo is. Now 92, I think, is a little bit scary, but not terrifying. So I think what I want to do for this in particular, let's go ahead and use a carpet of spikes. Again, and we'll use a Churchill ability, and there's no problem. No problem at all. Look at that. Very, very nice. We're saving up for an Impale now. 93, the DDTs, no problem. 94, though, now this is a little bit of a scary round, so we're going to have to pay attention. This guy should be on strong, and we want our Impale. So, what we're going to have to do is use Churchill ability early. Okay, we'll do this. We will do this. Remember, this stuff actually goes back around. So, we want to use the Churchill ability again, and it didn't even get to the curve. All right, there's the Impale on strong. If you know anything about Impale and Carpet of Spikes, you should know this is not going to be a hard round. Round 95 is going to bow down to these two towers. Get out of here, 95. Look at how clean that is, dude. They're pushing a little bit, but that was one pass. It had another pass after that. So clean. Round 96 shouldn't be a problem at all. But we are actually going to start on our final tower, or one of the final towers of the game, the Transforming Tonic. Again, I really wanted to use some weird towers, and this was a solution for 98. A potential solution, at least. One final thing that I want to get. Make sure 96 is okay. Yeah, 96 is okay. One final thing that I want to get is an Echo Sense network. So Impale can actually get the buff from our Lord of the Abyss. If you don't know, Echo Sense Network increases this guy's range, so now Impale can actually get that Pierce increase. It's not that big of a deal, but I mean, you want to do it rather than not do it. Round 97, you can see our single target is out of this world. It's so good. Bro. Okay, round 98. This is the final scary one. Fingers crossed. We're using all abilities here. Okay, use Churchill ability early. Then we can do this and this, and then wait for Churchill level 3 to come back up. We want to do this and this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, round 98 down. 99 shouldn't be a problem. Guys, it's really not going to be a problem. With Impale and Carpet of Spikes, get out of here, round 99. Get out of here. Round 100. Folks, with Carpet of Spikes, this should be 100% fine. So clean towards the end. I loved this strategy. Let's go ahead and double check that we got that black border, that we didn't restart anywhere. Oh, I've got some Insta-monkeys to get. And there you go. There's the black border. There's the black border on Last Resort. That one feels good. That was a little bit annoying to have to do the weird towers and the top portion of the map. It made for a really, really janky early game and a really inconsistent early game, but we managed to do it with only towers on the top and kind of weird towers at that. But if you liked the video and you want to stick around to see more weird chimps black borders, I'm cooking some other stuff up, and I hope you decide to, come back to see them.